everyone, my name is Maddie. I'm a dietetic intern from the University at Buffalo, and today we're gonna make egg cups. All you're gonna need are some eggs and a pepper and 1/4 cup of diced onion. You can also use whatever veggies that you have laying around. If you wanna use spinach and cheese and some onion, whatever you have laying around. So today I'm gonna use peppers and some onion, and I'll show you the steps. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that you preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you're gonna grab any sort of muffin tin that you have laying around and make sure that you just go ahead and spray the spots pretty heavily that you're going to be putting stuff in. That way you're not gonna get any sort of stick after you bake it. So I went ahead and sprayed 5 of these, but I'm also sticking in these little paper muffin cups that fit perfectly in there. If you do have these, I would recommend using them over the spray just to really prevent it, because it can be really tricky to clean up. So if you have this, great. Otherwise, it does work with just the spray. Okay, so the next step that I would recommend is cutting up any sort of vegetable that you're gonna be putting into the egg mixture. So I actually have a very professional pepper cutter that I'm going to introduce to you, and he's going to show you how to properly cut a pepper.
Hello everybody, I'm the professional pepper cutter. So today I'm going to run through a quick little tip that you can do to cut this pepper or any bell pepper without getting all the seeds and everything all throughout your mixture, whatever you're cutting up. So what you want to do is cut off the stem first. So we'll take the stem, cut that right off. Then you have a flat base to work with. If you want to come in a little bit closer, you can see how I'm going to cut this. I flip it upside down and I cut down on each one of these portions. There might be 4 or 3 depending on the gender of the pepper. So you come down, you cut straight down, and you work around that inner portion. So you see you have no seeds on the inside, and you've cut around that. So you can do this all the way around, cutting straight down. You can actually see the inside when you come down, and you're avoiding all those seeds right in the middle with minimal to no waste. And if you even want to, you can save these pieces right here and cut those off too. All right, there you go.
Thank you so much for showing us how to properly cut a pepper with reducing any waste, really utilizing the entire pepper and keeping those seeds out of the picture. So now I have my 3 portions of the pepper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and slice it into little slices. Now make sure you keep it on this side because the skin is pretty tough and it's easier to slice this way. I'm gonna dice it up into little segments just so that they're nice and small within the egg mixture, okay? So as you can see, I went ahead and diced up these peppers nice and small. And next I'm gonna go ahead and take some onion. I would recommend about 1/4 cup total diced onion. I happen to have some leftover onion from the other day. Just a little tip, this is a good idea. If you don't plan on using the entire onion, don't throw it out. You can just stick it in a baggie, stick it in some saran wrap, whatever you have, and hold on to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dice this onion up real small. I don't typically have a fancy method to cutting onions. I just cut them and dice them every which way until they're nice and small. Alright, so as you can see, I went and finely chopped up all of these onions. And I'm just gonna keep those on hold for a second, and I'm gonna turn my attention to the eggs over here. So like I said, I'm only making 5. You can make however many you want. The recipe that I included in the pamphlet doesn't give you a specific amount of eggs. You can make 12 if you want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and crack the eggs into the dish. I went ahead and cracked all of the eggs into the dish. And then I'm just gonna use a fork. That's really all you need to really just scramble it up. You're just whisking it as if you're making scrambled eggs, like so. Okay. And then my little trick is just to add a little bit of milk to the mixture. This actually makes the eggs just a teensy bit fluffy and a little extra delicious. So I would recommend doing this if you're making scrambled eggs as well, or an omelet, or whatever you might be making. So that's all you have to do. Just mix it up nice and good. And then I'm going to add my seasonings in. So I have salt, pepper, garlic powder, And I also have this roasted garlic herb mix. If you have any special mixes like this, go ahead and use them. I went ahead and added all of the seasonings that I wanted to put in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables in. So you just slide in the onion, diced onion, and then the pepper. Lots of pepper, we want it all. All right, then go ahead and sort of mix that up, get it evenly divided throughout the mixture. So look at that beautiful, colorful mixture. So now I'm actually going to just pour it into this measuring cup, mainly just so that I can pour it more easily into my egg cups. All right, so there's that. And then you take your muffin tray and you just pour it in. Try and pour it in halfway for now, and then you can kind of go back through and switch it up. However many eggs you make are typically how many muffin tins I pour into. So I did 5 eggs, so I'm doing about 5 muffin tins, 5 muffin cups. If you do have a little extra, just go ahead and evenly distribute throughout. And honestly, I could use another one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add another one in and dump the rest of this mixture in. All right, you can see mistakes happen. So all I'm gonna do to fix this is I'm just gonna grab a spoon and dump it into wherever I think needs a little extra. So this one looks a little lonely over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump some more into there, like so. And this one actually over here looks like it doesn't have enough eggs, so I'm just gonna, evenly distribute it wherever you can. All right. And then the last step of it all is my oven is done preheating. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my tray into the oven and cook for roughly 8 to 12 minutes. Just make sure you keep an eye on it and make sure where it's at, because you don't want to burn it too much. So there it goes, and I'll show you the final product. All right, and the timer just went off. It's been in for about 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. And look at those beautiful egg cups. Great for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, on the go. If you make them, you can put them in the fridge, save them for later. They're delicious.